Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be seeing whatever it is that you need to know right now. So there's 4 groups. Here's group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. While you guys are deciding, I do want to mention that I am offering personal readings. So if that's something you would be interested in, you can find that in the description box below. But yeah, if you guys need more time, pause the video. I have timestamps listed below as well. And we're going to go ahead and get started with group 1. Hi, group 1. Okay, so what do you need to know right now? So let's go ahead and get started with your oracle cards. And we have Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Divine intervention. Get ready for a miracle. You are in the midst of a divine intervention. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. You can do the thing. And then I have this postcard from Spirit, but we're going to save that for last. Okay, so it looks like that you guys are you're feeling really called to do something. You already know what it is. Like if you're like, if you chose this group, like this is something that you're already feeling called to do. But for some reason, you're holding yourself back. And with this, expectations, don't seek anyone's approval. It may be because you fear what other people will think if you move forward with this. Yeah, and even with this accountability card, it says responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. But in this image, it looks like she's kind of at like some kind of crossroads with this signpost. So yeah, you guys have a decision on your hands, but it looks like you haven't taken action towards it yet. There's something you want to do, but you're keeping yourself held back at this time out of fear, like fear what other people will think, or just fear of it being the wrong choice. Yeah. It's interesting because we kind of have two different dynamics here. On the one hand, we have this accountability card, and I feel like ultimately, like, this is going to be up to you to take action towards. Like, this is not something that's just gonna magically manifest overnight. And like, this is something like you actually have to build up the courage to, make this choice, make this change in your life. However, with this, Spirit has your back and divine intervention. You are being guided in this situation. You're being helped. And the divine intervention card says, get ready for a miracle. You're in the midst of a divine intervention. So whatever is playing out in your life right now, it's meant to help you move forward with this situation. Because there's already something that you want to do. You're just not doing it. So this is really nice because it looks like Spirit, like they're rooting for you in this situation. Like they want you to succeed. They want you to do this. And they want to let you know that they got your back. And I feel like even though this is something that ultimately has to come from you, with this divine intervention card, it looks like there may be situations or opportunities that kind of come up or arise in your life to kind of help you move forward or take action in this direction. It's like they can't actually like make you do it, but it's like, okay, well, maybe if this happens or if they're in this place at this time, like maybe we can help him or her actually do it or make that decision. And it's really funny because with these cards, Spirit has your back, divine intervention, and just looking at this image, I feel like there's a lot of eyes on you at this time, in spirit, like in the other world, the other side. Like there's a lot of people, spirit guides, whoever, like there's a lot of eyes on you at this time, kind of like watching you and waiting to see what you're gonna do. This is really funny. It's really interesting. It's giving me like Truman Show vibes. So I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. It's called The Truman Show. It has Jim Carrey in it. But basically, he's living his life and he thinks that, he's just doing that. But he doesn't realize that he's like he's being like filmed or recorded. He doesn't realize that everything he does is being watched by basically the world. And so everybody is like kind of watching him and like rooting for him and wanting things to happen. He has no idea. But I feel like that is basically you guys right now. But instead of like the world watching you, it's like the spirit world is watching you. And they're kind of like rooting for you. Like, yes, like, is he going to do it? When's he going to do it? Like, I don't know. It's really funny. But yeah, they're all rooting for you. Like they want you to do the thing. But yeah, ultimately it has to come from you. Like I said, like they're not going to like take over your body and like, make you do things. No, like this has to come from you. And they might help you with this divine intervention, help create opportunities for you to maybe do this or create the time and space for this to be done for you. But yeah, it has to come from you because there's a lot inside of you that's like holding you back. So that's what you're needing to overcome at this time. A lot of fear. And there's just a need for you to really take hold of this situation, like take responsibility for, the decisions in your life. Like you just have to like muster up the courage to do it if you can overcome this fear. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. We have the Devil, the Moon, Three of Swords, the Moon again, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so yes, there are 2 moon cards here, which is very interesting that you got 2 moon cards. And the reason why is because I decided to put together this mega deck, and it's consisting of the Trip and Wait Tarot, but also the Trip and Wait Tarot extras. So there are like duplicates, but they're different. As you can see, like different colors, different designs, whatever. So I decided to put all the cards together and just see what came out. And you guys got 2 moon cards. So that is very significant, very interesting. Oh, okay. So there's a lot going on inside of you. There's just so many fears and so many emotions. There's just a lot going on with this Devil energy and the Three of Swords. And it's just like, you really do like have to sort all of this stuff out within you before you can, before you're able to really get the courage to go after what you want. So that's what I see you guys doing right now. Okay, so with this Devil card, it looks like you're currently bound to like a situation, or at least it feels that way. Because as you can see, this man and this woman are literally like chained. So this could be, I don't want to get too specific because this is a general reading. But basically, I do feel like this has to do With a person, just because we do have this Ace of Cups down the line here, it does look like you would need to release someone in your life in order to move towards something better. So that may be the decision you're trying to make right now. Do I let go of this person? But yeah, I do see like a lot of fears surrounding actually doing that. It's crazy because obviously this is not a healthy situation that you're in. So it's kind of, I don't know why it's so hard for you to leave this behind when you're not happy with it. Honestly, the vibes that I'm getting from this card, it just, to me, it looks like two people are staying in a situation to get something from the other person. That's what it feels like. There's no love in this situation. It's just like they're both in it for something, for different reasons, but they're both kind of in it for something different. And so you may be fearing that if you do let this person go, you might not find, or you might not be able to have like what you were once getting out of that situation again if you leave them. But again, like I said, you're not happy. So it's like, why is it so hard to leave that behind? Okay, this is what I'm like feeling. And the reason this is coming up is because this is like something, it just feels really similar to something that I've gone through in the past. So I can kind of relate to this in a way, so I can kind of understand. But basically, this is like what it reminds me of. So I was with the same person for most of my 20s. I was with the same person, the same relationship most of that time. And eventually I realized I wasn't happy, but for a long time I just decided to settle for that relationship and stay with that person because it was familiar to me. It was familiar, it was safe, it was comfortable, it was stable. Like there was no real reason to really rock the boat, but at the same time I wasn't happy. So eventually I did leave that relationship. God, I hope he's not watching this right now. If he is, you know who you are. What's up? Hey. Not saying he's a bad person. Like he's not. He's a great guy. But I just, wasn't happy anymore. It wasn't working. So eventually, I let him go. But I feel like this could be like a similar situation, like where you're kind of just choosing to settle for something because it's already familiar to you and it's already like comfortable, and you're like, why rock the boat? Why cut this out of my life when I might not get what I'm looking for in another situation? That's what it looks like. But yeah, I mean, you're not happy, so it's like, why would you choose to stay in something like that? But yeah, with this Three of Swords, another fear that I see here is that, if you do move forward with another person or a different relationship, that it might not work out and you might end up getting your heart broken. So that might be another reason why you're choosing to like stay in this toxic situation, because I feel like the person that you're already dealing with, that that's not really gonna happen because you're already like so far in with this person to where it's just like whatever, it's comfortable, it's stable, you're not worried about that. But you are worried about that if you let them go and move towards someone else. So yeah, there's multiple reasons here why you're choosing to remain stuck. But that's the thing. Like, you really do have to overcome these fears inside of you if you're going to get to, the good stuff, the good part. So it's like, are you going to choose to stay in this situation where you're not happy? It's toxic. You're only in it for specific reasons. Or, are you willing to let that go for a chance of something greater? This is something that you have to work out inside of you. That this is the decision. And look at this image. She's carrying like a basket of stones. Like, that looks really heavy. So that's why I feel like you're going to need to drop some weight. Like, if you're going to be able to move forward, you can't keep going in this direction because you're going to remain stuck where you're at. It's like you really do have to like clean house basically to make room for this. And with this Ace of Cups, I mean, I do see this as like, not everyone's going to be familiar with that, but this is real love, basically. This is because this situation you've been in is not, there's no love in that. So are you willing to trade off for actual love? Would that be worth it to you? Because even though it may feel safer staying in this situation, at the same time, you're kind of breaking your own heart if you choose to keep yourself held back from this. So it's like, even though you fear this, new person doing this to you, you're breaking your own heart anyway by keeping yourself held back from it. So you really do have to get past these fears and just take a chance, take a risk. You got to get yourself out of this. Also, on the bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Wands. So this is all about having that victory, in the situation that you want. Like, this is possible for you. You can have this victory, but you got to do the damn thing first. Like, yeah, the Six of Swords. You have to move on from a situation first. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands again. That's this same energy. You're carrying too much. You need to like drop some weight, figuratively, not literally. There's too much right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your postcard. It says, "Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much that rainbows explode in the ether." Okay. Again, the key word here is potential. There's a lot of potential for success in whatever it is that you're looking to do, like this new path that you're looking to step forward on. Does that make sense? Step forward on? I don't know. But yeah, there's so much potential here. You just have to take those steps and actually move forward in that direction if you're going to see anything come out of it. But with this Ace of Cups, like this is saying it will be worth it. Like your cup will literally overflow. So if that's what you're looking for, then yeah, do the thing. If you want to stay stuck in a toxic situation, you can do that too. So the choice is yours, but you have a lot of people and spirit guides on the other side that are rooting for you and want to see you succeed and overcome this. So really, it's all in your hands at this time. Just remember, like, not to seek out approval from others or not worry about what others will think, because this is about you. This is your life. This is your heart. Like this, you decide what to do with it. So yeah, group 1, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Hi, group 2. Okay, so let's see what you need to know right now. So we're going to go ahead and get started with your oracle cards. And we have Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. A starry night. The beaming and glistening light from the stars reminds you that there is hope for your future. Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. Metamorphosis, power and strength lie within our surrender to change. You've been doing a great job considering all you've been up against. And then we also have this postcard from Spirit, which we're going to save for last. Okay, group 2, this is big stuff. Not only did you get this Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful, but you also got this Metamorphosis card, which is literally what a caterpillar goes through to become a butterfly. So that's interesting. And both of these cards are card 11, by the way. So you guys are going through a huge transformation in your life right now. And honestly, what I'm seeing more from this, it's not so much the external situations in your life. It's more about yourself. Like again, like going from this caterpillar to this beautiful butterfly. So it's like you're literally changing from the inside out. And with this mirror card, treat your body like the palace it is, you could also be trying to change physically, like literally having a glow up as well. And honestly, I mean, I'm not surprised to see this, because whether you're, doing anything to change your physical appearance or not, I think going through this transformation within is naturally going to affect the way you look and see yourself physically as well. What is the saying? Like, so within, so without. I think that's how it goes. So that's basically what I'm seeing here. And then we have this starry night. The beaming and glistening light from your stars reminds you that there's hope for your future. So that, in addition to this card, you've been doing a great job considering all you've been up against. I think you guys have been through some tough situations recently, some challenging times. And it's kind of had you wondering, like, is this my life? Like, is this all that I'm going to experience? Are these letdowns and disappointments and challenges? But with this card, it's saying no, like there is hope for your future. I think that like all of the things that you've been experiencing lately are they're just the catalyst for this huge transformation you're going through. So it's not like the universe is trying to shit on you for no reason, you know? Like it's not like that at all. It's again like this, it's these situations that are causing this huge catalyst for this transformation of yourself. And that's going to ultimately, cause a chain reaction and affect the rest of your life as well in a positive way by you going through this transformation. So things are going to get better, okay? Like clearly you guys have been going through a lot, but things are getting better. Your life is going to improve. But it all starts with you first, right? That's just kind of how it goes. So that's where you're at. That's where you've been at right now, is just experiencing that transformation of self. And on the other side of this, once you do like kind of become this beautiful butterfly and go through this, that's when you're going to start being able to see these positive changes play out in your life as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Two of Cups. Wow, this is beautiful, guys. I'm not surprised to see this Fool card here because the Fool is card 0, right? This is the first card in the tarot. This is the beginning of the hero's journey. So I feel like, with you transforming into this beautiful butterfly, it's like you're literally becoming a different person. And in that, naturally you're going to step forth like on this new journey in your life as this new version of self. So that's amazing. This is very interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys like realize how every single thing in your life is kind of contributing to this growth that's happening within you. Okay, let me try to explain this. Because we start off with this Knight of Pentacles, right? So this is all about extremely slow movement forward. I mean, in fact, it looks like he's completely at a standstill here in this card. So with this Page of Swords, I do feel like there's something in your life, some kind of situation where you've been wanting to see forward movement, but you just haven't seen that happen yet. And so it's like while you've been wanting that and you're just like, when is this going to happen? Like, I want this to, move forward already or see more progress with this. It just hasn't been the right time. So because of that, you've been able to really put all of your energy and focus back on you, because you're not really able to give your energy to this other situation because it's just not going anywhere. So I think because of that, you've been putting all of that energy on you and taking this time to figure out how you can better yourself and your life, because it's not much else you can do. But this is good. Like, this is a good thing, because that's exactly what's happening. That's, why you're going through this transformation, and you're growing so much and becoming this better version of yourself, is because you actually have this time, this opportunity to do that. If you had like this other situation that you want actually playing out in your life, you wouldn't be able to devote so much time and energy to yourself. It just wouldn't be the same. So even though this has been really hard and challenging and frustrating, ultimately it is for your highest good, because it is what's helping you go through this transformation in your life. It's like you really do need this time for yourself to to grow and evolve. So, yeah, that's what I see with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. It's like, while this transformation is happening in your life, at the same time, you're kind of like, you're kind of like looking back at what you really want. You're just like, okay, is this happening yet? Like, it's kind of funny. But like I said, it's just been, this has been necessary for your growth. So it's all kind of contributing to this situation. But with the Ace of Swords, this is all about clarity or communication. It's there's some kind of situation in your life, like I said, it's where you just don't have the answers. You feel like it's kind of stuck. It's not going anywhere. You want it to, but it's not. And I think you've just been kind of like fixated on it a little bit, because you're kind of confused. You're just kind of like, what's the holdup, you know? So I do see that on the other side of this transformation, you are going to receive that clarity that you've been wanting, that you've been looking for. You are going to get the answers, like as to why this situation has been at a standstill and not going anywhere. Like, that is going to come to you when the time is right. I do see a lot of like divine timing at play here, just because, like I said, like it's like everything needed to happen the way that it has, just for everything to play out, like for its the highest good. So you may not have been able to see that in the past, just because you've been so like hyper fixated on wanting to see something happen, that you weren't really able to see like all the moving parts and kind of how like it needed to happen this way. But it is coming, like what you're looking for. So that's good. There is hope for your future, like this card says. So yeah, you're going to get what you're looking for, what you've been wanting. And when it does come, like that's going to spark like the catalyst for this new journey moving forward. Yeah. Because before, like all you could do is really like sit and wait and watch and hope for like this situation to move forward. But once you do get this like clarity or communication, like it's gonna be like, oh my God, like yes, finally, like now I can actually move forward with this. Now I can actually take that leap of faith where I couldn't before, and actually start this new journey with someone or something that I love. So this is beautiful, you guys, the whole thing. Even though I know it's been frustrating for you, and all the challenges that you've had to go through up to this point, it is going to be worth it in the end, because this Two of Cups is going to be different for everybody, but this very well could be a soulmate or someone you love, someone you've been waiting on, someone you've been waiting to see a change with in your situation. And so once this clarity or communication comes through, you're going to be able to actually move forward with that, and actually, you know, get what you want out of this situation. You're going to come back together with someone, or yeah, for most of you, I do feel like it's a romantic partner, but it, you know, it doesn't have to be. This could be, you know, anyone in your life that you love, a friend, a family member. You're definitely going to be coming together with someone after this like period of having to do you, basically. But, you know, it's worth it because of the person that you're becoming. You're going to see how like this needed to happen this way, and that you guys are like better off, you know, coming together at the time that you do, because you needed to have this time to go through this transformation. It just wouldn't have been able to happen if you had like other distractions in your life. And I'm sure this Knight of Pentacles, was also at a standstill for a reason. I'm sure there are things going on in his life, his or hers. I say Knight because there's it looks like a man on this card. But there very well could have been things happening in this Knight of Pentacles life to where, he couldn't really make moves forward with you. So, but like I said, you are going to get that clarity, that communication that you've been wanting, looking for. It is going to come, and that's ultimately what's going to set you off on this new journey with this soulmate or loved one in your life. So this is beautiful, very positive. There is going to be a shift in your favor. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at your postcard from Spirit. It says, Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you? Toward joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever Spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to Spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. Okay, so with this card, it looks like you guys have had like something very specific in mind, like as far as what you want out of this situation you've been waiting for. And so what this is saying is that you're being encouraged to kind of surrender that specific outcome that you're looking for and just kind of go with the flow, because there are really good things in store for you. But yeah, you're just being asked to surrender that because there might be something greater in mind for you. Not saying that you're not going to get what you want, but I think when you're so, like I said, you're so fixated on like something in particular that you want, it's like you can't even open your mind up to all the other possibilities. So you're being asked to surrender that specific thing and just be open. Just stay open-minded, because things are moving in a really positive direction for you, but there's just something more or something greater, something different in store for you. Yeah. So just go with the flow. Like when this does happen in your life, just go with the flow, kind of see how things naturally play out without trying to force a certain outcome. That's what this is saying. Okay, group 2, that's all that I have for you. I hope that this message resonated. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Hi, group 3. Okay, so let's see what you need to know right now. So we're going to go ahead and get started with your oracle cards. And we have Brown Bear Spirit, Take Time Out. The Golden Stars, the stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now. Universe, we're all just stardust. Lantern, consciousness is light. Just do your best, it will be enough. And we also have a postcard for Spirit, which I'm going to save for last. Okay, so group 3, this is very interesting because I'm getting a lot of like ethereal energy here with these cards. Because we have the universe card, we're all just stardust, and then this lantern card with consciousness is light. So there's a need for you to kind of shift your focus, shift your perspective. I think maybe the way that you've been viewing things lately is just a little too 3D, a little too materialistic. There's a need for you to break away from that a little bit and come back to who you are, like the essence of who you are and your desires. And I don't know, it's like I don't know, it's kind of like you've lost yourself a little bit here, like along the way. It's hard to put into words, which is not surprising, given this is the this is what I'm working with here. Um, because how do you put like this type of energy into words? It's literally like source energy, like stardust. It's, I think for some reason you guys have like gotten too caught up in the 3D. It's like maybe the decisions that you're making for yourself or wanting for yourself are based on what others will think, or it's like you're trying to live up to like a certain standard or expectation of how you feel like you need to fit into the world, or something like that. So there's a need to come back to like who you truly are, the essence of you, and not get so caught up in the thoughts of others or what you think others would want to see from you, or like what others will think. I don't know. It's very interesting because there's something that you want. There's something that you want to like take action towards. But again, I just really think that you guys are overthinking it. That's why, like, with this, like, there's a need to get back to that simplicity. You're overcomplicating things. That's what I'm seeing here. So that's why this is saying, like, just do your best. Like, it will be enough. Like, you don't have to have this, that, and the other because you think that that's what they're going to be expecting or that's what they want from you. Just do your best. Like, show up with, just be the best version of yourself. Just be you. Be yourself. That's all you really need, because that's the person you came to this world as, is just this soul, the essence of your soul. Like, you're placing too much of a materialistic like emphasis on this, and you think that you won't be able to offer enough to this situation because, like I said, you don't have this, that, and the other, or it doesn't have to be like all materialistic. I mean, it's like, I don't look good enough, or I don't have this much money, or I don't have a house. I don't know. Like, you guys are really, really overthinking it when all you need to do is just show up and be you. Put your best foot forward as you. Because with this card, it says the stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now. So you're going to have an opportunity to really move forward with this and give it your best shot. That's what it looks like. But it's like you got to get out of your head. You're overcomplicating things. You're overthinking it. Just go into it with your best foot forward. Like I said, just be you, be yourself. And just, I think when you do that, all people really need to see from you is that you're genuine, authentic, that you have good intentions, and that you're trying. That's all you can really do. So with this brown beer spirit, it says take time out. With this card, I feel like what this is saying, what I'm getting from that is that there's a need for you to reevaluate. You need a new approach. You need to change your perspective, in the ways that I just described. So take time out, rethink your strategy here. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, you got to get back to the basics here with the stardust and the consciousness. Like, you just got to be you. Don't try to be something or someone you're not. Yeah, okay. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. We have the Lovers, King of Wands, Strength, Page of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Wow, okay. So, very interesting, very interesting. I think you're overthinking, like, it's something to do with someone that you want. With this Page of Cups, this is all about kind of, this could either be like sending a message or, giving someone an apology or asking someone out on a date or, like something along those lines. It's like I see you guys like want to reach out to someone and maybe you're just really unsure of how it's going to go. So that's why I think you're kind of overthinking things, is because you don't want to mess this up. So with this King of Wands and Strength card, we have a lot of Leo energy here. So you could be dealing with a Leo, or you could be a Leo, or somebody could have Leo in their chart. A lot of strong Leo energy. But, even if that's not the case, that doesn't matter. But with this Lovers card, like, this is someone that you're romantically interested in. Like, this is someone that you feel like a very strong soul connection to. Yeah, and so that's why it's like you want to like, it's like either you want to like give them an apology and like try to like start over, or like ask them out on a date or something like that. But it's like you're just not sure like how it's going to be received. And so you're kind of like really overthinking it. When all this is saying is like just do your best. like, it'll be fine. But yeah, so you guys are definitely going to be the Page of Cups here. You're definitely going to be extending like some type of offer or message so that you can like come together with this person. Because with this King of Wands and the Lovers card, it's like you've already set your sights on someone that you're romantically interested in. With this, with this Lovers card and the Two of Cups, I mean, getting both of these cards to come out, this is actually like strong, like soulmate energy. So this is someone that you may have already recognized as your soulmate, or you see them as your soulmate, but you're very like, you're fixated on this one person. You're like, okay, this is my person. And you know that like if you're going to come together with them, it's like you have to like muster up like the strength and the courage to actually reach out to them and shoot your shot. So, yeah. But I mean, with this Two of Cups here, I mean, these are all really great cards. These are all very positive. I don't see anything like going wrong. I do see this like working out, because if you look at this imagery, it's like he has the Page of Cups, he has his cup, and he's like extending some kind of offer to this other person. So it's like once you do that, it looks like the other person is going to extend their cup as well. So it looks good. But yeah, so with this Lovers card as well, I mean, this is definitely a strong soul connection here, even with the angel in the background kind of giving its blessing. So it looks good, guys. You just gotta not overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. You just gotta do it. The stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity. So you will have an opportunity to do this at some point. But like I said, with this take time out card, it's like you really got to reevaluate, rethink your whole plan here. I think yeah, like you're giving this a lot more weight than it needs, because something like this is just, it doesn't need to be like overthought, overdone. It's like you coming with this Page of Cups will, it can lead to this. You just have to be yourself, do your best, be authentic, go back to like who you are. Don't try to be someone you're not. Especially with this like Strength card, because Leo energy, you got to be authentic. You got to be real. Keep it real. Don't sugarcoat anything. Just say it how it is, Do your best. But I do see this working out for you. There is going to be an opportunity for you to extend your cup, and ultimately, this person will be receptive to that. Okay, so let's take a look at your postcard from Spirit. It says, "Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Let the real truth is that essentially all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has one of those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts that you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much." Okay, so again, you guys are overthinking things. You have a lot of thoughts that are based out of fear. So there's a need to like kind of let go of those. They're just not helping you in this situation. Of course, when you have these fearful thoughts, it comes from a protective place inside, right? You just want to, it comes from a place of like self-defense. You don't want to get hurt. But at the same time, you're going too crazy here, like with the thoughts. Like they're not helping you at this point. They're only holding you back. They're only hindering you. So that's why like this whole message is just like, you're overthinking it, you're overcomplicating things. Just reel it back, like simplify this whole plan or strategy or whatever you have or whatever you're thinking about doing. Keep it simple, keep it real, just do your best. Like that's all. Okay, group 3. So that's all the messages that I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, group 4. Okay, so let's see what you need to know right now. So we're going to go ahead and get started with your oracle cards. And we have Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine. Inner dialogue. In order for things around you to change, you must first change your inner dialogue. Witch, justice is coming. Repair, making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship's true constitution. It's okay to be afraid, but as much as you can, please try to act from love rather than from fear. And then we also have this postcard from Spirit, which we're going to save for last. Okay. So it looks like you guys are having a lot of fear-based thoughts at this time, especially with this inner dialogue card. It says, in order for things around you to change, you must first change your inner dialogue. So a lot of the things that you're thinking or feeling, they're not actually real. It's just coming from a place of fear with this card. So there's a need to kind of shift your perspective on things to change your situation. We also have this repair card. It says making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship's true constitution. So there might be some kind of relationship or situation in your life that is just not where you want it to be. And so this is saying, like, if you're going to repair that, you would need to like make amends with either that person or situations, or even just make amends with the way things are. It's like if you can accept the situation for what it is and not get caught up in this fear-based thinking and all the what ifs and all of that, like it'll be a much healthier situation for you. Then we have this justice is coming card. So it looks like there could be like a situation in your life that maybe didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to. And so you're kind of hoping for a change in that situation, or you're hoping to get some kind of justice out of it. And what this is saying, that it is coming, but you have to trust that the universe is going to take care of that. Like, because I'm seeing kind of, there's not much you can do. Because with this Peacock Spirit card, it says let it shine, but the Peacock Spirit is all about ego and pride. And so that, along with these, these fear-based thoughts, I think you're just kind of, it seems like you're just kind of driving yourself a little crazy here. That's what I see. It's like you're really hung up on something that didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And with this repair card, it's like you could just make amends with the situation and how things have worked out and just leave it up to, the universe to take care of it. Because it's just not serving you at this time to keep dwelling on it or keep thinking about it, because you're only having like really negative thoughts around the situation. So there's a need to kind of surrender that way of like negative thinking. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. We have the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, the Emperor, and you got the King of Wands again, which is interesting. This This card was actually a duplicate in this deck, so that's interesting that you got both of them. But yeah, with the King of Wands coming out twice and the Emperor, I'm kind of getting like control freak energy here. So there's something in your life that you're very like passionate about, and it's like you want things to like turn out a certain way, or you wanted them to. And with this Emperor card, it's kind of like my way or the highway type of energy. So I think when things didn't go your way, I think that's when you kind of started to like spiral a little bit. That's what it looks like. Just having a lot of like negative thoughts about the situation, and I don't know, it's just not serving you. It's just not serving your highest good. It's not helping you at all. So we also have this Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords. So these are both cards about being guarded, or yeah, just a big like guarded energy. It's like I think you guys feel burned to a degree. And so I think you're having like a hard time like letting anyone in. So let's see, with this Two of Swords. Yeah, it's like you guys have a huge defense up right now. You guys are like, you're operating from like ego and fear. And this is not a place to be, because you come off as like a control freak. And like I said, kind of like my way or the highway type of thing. And so, I don't know. It's hard for anyone to get close to you at this time, just because you're putting up such a, it's like you just have like a really big guard up, almost to the point of paranoia, it looks like, with this Nine of Wands. You can see he's like looking around. So I think all of these fear-based thoughts could be contributing to maybe a mindset of thinking that like everyone is out to get you, or is after you, or has bad intentions for you. But with this, like, it's all in your head with this inner dialogue. In order for things around you to change, you must first change your inner dialogue. So there's a need to get out of this fear-based thinking, and moving forward, try to take action from a place of love. And I don't know, it's just like the energy that you guys are in right now is just not, it's not conducive for anything. It's not gonna help you at all in any way, shape, or form. It's only gonna hurt you, because you're keeping yourself like really held back and closed off. And yeah, it's you guys, all of the thoughts and feelings that you're having are, it's like they're seeping out of you because there's so many. And I just feel like, I don't know how else to put this. I hope no one takes offense. I just don't think anyone is going to want to be around you when you're operating out of this energy. It's very, I don't know, it's just very off-putting. And I mean, just think about this logically. Like, if someone is constantly like in a fear-based mindset and always has their guard up and is paranoid and all these things, nobody really wants to like sit in that energy. Like, so it's only going to push people away. It's only going to drive others away, because that doesn't feel good. I mean, sure, it doesn't feel good for you, especially, but it doesn't feel good for anyone else who has to be around that. And so If you want to change your situation, it says you must first change your inner dialogue. Change those thoughts from fear-based thoughts to more hopeful thoughts. Think more positively, more optimistically. Because you guys are kind of coming off as like negative Nancy's. So, whatever you're looking to like change about a situation, it's important for you to let go of that, surrender that, let the universe take care of that. Because this place that you're operating out of, it's not helping you, it's not helping anyone. It's just, I don't know, it's just a mess. So let's take a look at your postcard. It says, "Dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you're willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it you need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us?" Okay, so again, with this card, I do see a lot of projections of fear-based thoughts. Again, a lot of paranoia, especially. Like just a lot of overthinking to the point where you could be telling yourself things that just aren't true. Because you're upset about a situation that didn't work out in your favor when you had a very specific way that you wanted things to go. So, but what this is saying is that you need to change your way of thinking in order to see things differently. I don't know. It's just the way that you guys have been thinking is just not, it's not helping you. It's not serving you. And it's only going to push people away. So try to be more optimistic. Try to think and act from a place of love rather than fear. And that's ultimately what's going to be the best thing for you. And know that whatever has played out in your life, it's going to be sorted out. It's going to be handled by the universe, like for the highest good of everyone involved. Okay, group 4, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.